want to talk about our beloved ancestral mothers and our connection to feminine spirit, our connection to Divine Mother, and how we weave and how we devote and how much of that benefits more than you will ever know your matriarchal lineage. And not only your matriarchal lineage, your ancestral mothers that's connected to your mitochondria DNA, the womb of wombs, but also your mothers on your daddy's side, your patriarchal paternal mothers. You may not know this as women, those of us who lean into the practice of the feminine, of mother, of womb, in all of the goddess archetypes, the medicine of the woman. And how deeply your devotion restores the life force within you through your mothers that passed on, that are still alive in you. I would never be able to truly express this enough. But just by you sitting in mother spirit and containment and nourishing mother energy, in nourishing feminine energy, in nourishing feminine spirit, you are healing and bringing about wholeness into your entire lineage, and not just your maternal, but there are paternal mothers that have such a deep need and desire to experience woman, to experience the feminine through you mothering your ancestral mothers. I'm deeply touched by it. I had an experience a couple weeks ago a couple of times actually, where my grandmother's little girl came to me. Her little girl, her Innocence, was speaking and giving messages to me and connecting, and I was able to be in devotion and communion with my grandmother's Innocence. Is such a privilege. Ancestral mother devotion is real, and it's far more than just, the traditional ways of practicing. When you lean into ancestral devotion through your feminine, through your womb, through the alchemic practices, through the deep feminine, through mother, through light, through listening to what is the desire and honoring that bit by bit, it transforms you and it transforms your lineage, and those mothers are able to be expressed in ways that are not shadow. What is these egoic patterns and these shadows, and we want to unwire, but so much of this is just to give grace and space to be heard, for the mothers to be heard. And how can I be of service? Because when you are in service to your mothers, even their innocence, you are being in service to yourself and your lineage, and wholeness is there. My goddess, there's so much inside of mother containment that I can't even understand right now, but I know it to be true, and it's just opening and unraveling and doing this thing through me. And I'm just being in service to however it looks. You know, it looks like money. You know, it looks like this. It looks like that. It looks like, depending on the woman. And then there's womb, ancestral mother devotion. What is that medicine? Excuse me. After I enduring when I divine, and after I get done divining, I have like so much itchiness in my nose. It's crazy. It's just like, if you're a diviner and a reader, you get it. Like, there's some part of your body, and it's just like I just came out of containment, and I wanted to share a ancestral mother transmission and immersion and divination, and wow, there's so much that our ancestral mothers wish to experience, that will allow for us to stop having, like, you know, minimize all the pattern stuff, that, you know, just connecting with that will set us free. And just by opening up to feminine spirit and living as your natural self as a woman, that's the wholeness. We think about, you know, I do this and I did this and I'm doing this because my mothers couldn't, right? Like, your sexual expression, your sensual expression. But then I want you to understand there's the innocence. Do you know that your innocence can be restored for yourself first? Do you know that you can nourish and support your ancestral mothers in restoring their innocence as being mother? When you sit in mother, you then become mother of all, including the innocence of your ancestral mothers. We go in spiral and we go in spiral and we go in spiral. So we have our mothers, our grandmothers and our great grandmas, and the mothers that we don't know, by way of like their adult self. You may remember their adult self, and that was your big mama, right? And your big mama have a whole bunch of iterations just like you do of their 10-year-old self, their 9-year-old self, their 11-year-old self, their 12 years, and those aspects of themselves that are calling out to experience by way of feminine, 100% feminine spirit, and in the devotion. This is the healing. This is the ancestral healing. It's not necessarily like all of the things in, like, you know, the altar work and then this, and it's just, I am embracing my natural self as a woman, and that heals. I am opening up into the feminine alchemy, energy, transmutation of frequencies, of purity, of grace, of virtues, of rest, of all of these things that is inside of your feminine system, not outside of you. The expression of your womb in little and nourishing ways. Your womb mother will nourish your mother's innocence. And having the consciousness and awareness of what you're doing by way of practice and devotion, and having that illuminated, is going to support you. That's what I do, right? I have been doing womb ancestral work for the past 8 years. And it continues to evolve and evolve. The more I deepen in my own practice of being mother. And I have evolved in such a way that even my own grandmother's innocence comes to be nourished. What a privilege. What a privilege to get to be mothering the mother of the mothers inside the mother, because that's yourself as well. It's self-mother ancestral devotion, right? It's miraculous. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be of service unto myself and my mothers. And I'm grateful to be in service to the sisters that come, who have the call of mother through womb, through ancestral mothers, through divine mother spirit, through mother light, through all of these frequencies of purity and grace and patience and faith. And these are the virtues, and these are the portals, and these are the vibrational frequencies that allow for us to be our natural self and to nourish feminine spirit. And as we nourish the feminine spirit, it nourishes our mothers. It's such a gift. It's such a gift. It is such a gift to be so deep inside of the spiral. And I just want to share that with you all. And may my tears be a blessing. Because choosing, y'all get this, women get this, literally choosing to embrace your natural self transforms you, and it transforms your mothers. Choosing to be woman, choosing to express pussy, womb, choosing to express feminine virtues, choosing to devote and come in sisterhood and containments and nourishing yourself and being nourished, and you being a blessing unto another woman, you being of service, them being in service to you, and we're weaving on the same thread in one heart and one mind and one spirit and one body under moon and goddess and womb, transforming, transmuting on this planet. This is our great work, and it's not new. It's just our turn. It's not new. It's just our turn. And as we do that, our mother's innocence can stand up. Our mother's innocence can be restored unto and into the great mother. And I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative that I get to have the experience. Because I have made up my heart and my everything to be 100% and devoted to feminine spirit and mother. In all the ways that she comes and she looks and she expresses to me in all these different portals and ways. And now I'm working with feminine angels and female angels, and they're just virtues that are expressing inside of me. And it's all feminine and it's all beautiful. And I'm alchemizing my money to be expressing the nutrients of that as the mother. And y'all, it's just more and more of her. It's me transforming more and more into the mother and being able to just transmit that into her. I am in service to her, right? I'm in service to her. And it's miraculous. I wouldn't change it. Not one bit, not one experience that got me here. And it's been a lot. You know, perfect as it was, as it is, to be expressed as mother and serve mother. Wow, it's a privilege. It's natural. This is what it's supposed to be. And so I want to invite you to, if you haven't checked in with your womb and your womb ancestral portal, if you haven't connected with your ancestral mothers from the feminine womb system and in mother light, I want to invite you in to connect with me. I'll put my contact information there, and we will go in and we will connect and we will transmit and we will see what is the call, what is the restoration, and you will receive the medicine and we will weave. Because I know it's just not me, and I know it's not, the last sister I was just with, and I know it's just not us. I know that this thread of mother in innocence and restoration is the mother hunger is real, and it's real on a visceral level, not just your own. It's real in your ancestral mothers as well. And we can be that. We can sit in mother spirit and be an experienced divine mother and transmit that into our lineage, and then specifically connect with, like, what do those mothers actually need? And bit by bit weave the devotion in our feminine system inside of us. Right? What a glory. What a gift to know. The capacity is there, and it's not like a hard devotion. Because when you do this, you are doing this unto her. She got you. You are doing this unto your ancestral mothers, unto yourself. I mean, your daughters are watching. It blesses the world when a woman is fully in her mother and the responsibility unto her, serving her ancestral mothers as well, and releasing and doing all the stuff as far as the pattern things. Like, it just blesses the world. There's no other way. We bless the world by embracing what's natural to us. Whew, it's so much here. It's just like, it's just so much here. But yeah, so yeah, I just want to share that with you all, and I'm open for womb ancestral immersions through mother. It looks different. It feels different. It's mother. And so I bless your mother's innocence. The ancestral mother, their innocence. Both sides. And their call to experience mother light and nourishment and connection and beauty. You do know this witchy life and magical life we live is not always about the deep, deep mystery, right? It's the light. It's the beauty. It's to come up and breathe and go back down and spiral up and come back down. It's beauty. It's all. Some mothers need this. Some mothers need that. Some mothers need the deep enchantress. Some mothers need the innocence. We have all of it in us. And so we can nourish our ancestral mothers while nourishing ourselves in whole ancestral mother reverence in a beautiful way. And I can show you how to do that. Divine for you, give you the plan, work with you, weave with you, all of the things. We first start with the transmission, divination, and all that type of stuff. And just connect with me. I'm here to be of service and in the beauty of it. And I'm grateful to live this life. So, yeah. I'm complete. So that's it for me for today. I bless you to be inside of this transmission and see what's here for you. Connect with it for you. I'm here to support you. I might as well just go ahead and say next Wednesday at 8:30, I have the full moon, the free gifted full moon circle. So come in if you haven't registered. It's on the page. We are going to do the womb healing, and the light rays is golden, is gold and pink. It's going to be the womb healing light rays. That's going to be next Wednesday at 8:30. Can you believe it's a full moon already, y'all? I'm like, well, it was just the new moon. But just so I am in preparation and service to Mother in the right way. Already got the landing page, all the stuff. It's on Eventbrite. It's on my page. And we will do the full moon womb healing circle. I'm gifting that in service and through my Moon Mother Priestesshood. And of course, I have the feminine Archangel journey. And y'all, I got to tell you something. That devotion is weaving inside of me. I am inside of all of these virtues right now, inside of patience, and how archaea patience is connected with money and connected with the earth. And it's like, woo. But it's all feminine and it's all wonderful. And I'm, like, the virtues are coming inside of me. I'm experiencing the light of the feminine archangels, and that's what I signed up for. So as a moon mother, we always close with in purity and in grace. And now I'm just like, oh, wow. Okay. So that's what that really means, is like in purity and in grace. And purity being the virtue of purity, the archangel, and grace being the virtue in the archangel, the feminine archangel of grace. And like both of these energies they transmute and they transform. And it's like, wow, deeper. We can always go deeper into the mystery and the understanding of these portals and inside of our feminine system. And it's like, wow, okay. Ooh, but I'm here for it, because I'm here to the expansion and the transformation of the feminine, and to be more and more expressed in her virtue, and in grace and in purity and in patience and serenity, and all of the 11 virtues that we call Archangel Archaea. And it's supernatural, miraculous, like, get to it. Because the light, that's just super high frequency vibrational, like Christ like light. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the journey myself, and journeying through with the feminine virtues and the archangel. So those are the ways you can connect with me so far: the womb ancestral immersion, the female journey, and of course the free full moon. Every full moon I'm doing circles, either a womb healing circle or a womb blessing circle, for this entire year. So wow, we're already on 6, halfway through. And so yeah, I just want to invite you to come into Womb Goddess Temple Containment, wherever you feel called to. There's a lot that I can serve through Mother, as being a moon mother, so many other things. But I just allow Goddess to let them weave in how they need to weave, because I'm in service to her and her energy in you and in myself. Okay. And so yeah, I bless you. Inbox me, connect with the form below that I'm going to post. And I hope that this has been a blessing. Please share it. My goodness, please share. Anytime someone is speaking about the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, and that rings true in your resonance, share it out. We need to spread the good word of Goddess. We need to spread the good word of Goddess, period. Right? Like share it out. Be a blessing unto someone else, because as women, we are remembering, and for me in Womb Goddess Temple, embracing what is natural to us. And for that, it starts with, womb, pussy, mother. Those are the core frequencies, honey muse, right? Like the sensuality. Those are the core frequencies that I serve in my system, and everything else just like kind of weave from there. And it's really, really important that we are being responsible with the medicine and the messaging that is here for us as women. I am not the only one who is sharing the good word, who's serving Mother. All of us look different in how we do it, but we are all serving the highest power, right? The greater power, which is the Divine Feminine, which is the Divine Mother. That's it. Ain't no competition, ain't no nothing. How it look for me is my medicine. And however another sister look for her is her medicine. Everything matters. it matters, right? Or we in like the Aquarius age and all the good stuff, right? And so it's a privilege and it's a blessing to bring my medicine to the world, which is really like not my medicine. It's her. It's all her. So that's it. All my abilities and everything come through the mother, divine grace, and come through my ancestors, right? I give it away. So I'm grateful. Thank you so much. And I would love to know if you felt touched and how this resonated with you. If you feel you want to share on the thread, share on the thread and we can commune, or if you want to inbox me, and just let me know how you feel from this transmission, because it's, yeah, I'm deeply touched. I'm deeply, deeply touched, and it's real. And so, this is the energy of Womb Goddess Temple. This is it for me. I'll be serving this truth for the rest of my life, and depending on my life cycle, it'll look different. I'm deeply in mother life cycle, so that's what it is. And so I give thanks, and thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for sharing. And if you feel called to be in communion with me, with your ancestral mothers, or with the feminine archangels, however, meet me on the full moon next week at 8:30. Let's just nourish and grow and weave together in Womb Goddess Temple. This is what's true, and this is what I'm in service to, the greater thing for me and in you. Ashe. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. It was so good to be in connection with you. Take care.